You ever notice that when you go to certain stores, and I really, I've never really understand it, but and I'm talking strictly to my brothers. Something. I mean, white people, y'all can feel free to chime on this too, but especially for my brothers. You ever been to a store, you doing your thing, you being nice, and then you come across a black female customer service place. When you walk in a place, it can be a Payless, a Macy's, a Target, somewhere in the mall, anything like that. Now, I'm not saying all of them, just majority of the black female customer service people, or just black people, or just black female workers. Most of them, not all, but most. A lot of them have this attitude, or they'll look down on you, or they'll roll their eyes, or then when you get waited on them, they want to get loud, throw your stuff down, throw your change in your hands, and just think you're supposed to be okay with that. Or also too, a lot of them will crowd around each other, and then you trying to get waited on, and then all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, they want to look at you like, get this little look or little sound effect or whatever, and I'm thinking like, are you having issues with the men that you dealing with and you bringing it to the job? I mean, what's up with that? I'm just a customer. Don't bring the shit out on me. Don't bring the shit out on brothers. But when you deal with other people other than black men, you want to be cool with them, be nice, but when you're around black men, that's when the disrespect happens. That's when you want to throw salt in the wounds. You want to speak to white people about, I don't want to get waited by him, or they'll tell, or then they'll tell the white co-workers to keep your eye on them. Or then sometimes the white co-workers can tell them to keep an eye on you whenever you looking for something, looking at clothes or whatever, or food or whatever, because they actually really think you're going to steal something. And what's the reason in having cameras, detectors, but yet you still got to watch somebody? What's the point of having that and you still got to watch somebody? I don't understand that. But it happens a lot. It happens a whole lot. Especially, when me and my boy, whenever we go to a mall or a place, and, you know what I'm saying, or some of my friends or whatever, we go to a spot and then they'll look at us like, okay, I don't want to get waited. Especially somewhere like Macy's. When you go to a jewelry department or cologne department or something like that, especially when it's a younger chick, when she's like if she's like 30 and under and shit like that, especially younger than that, she'll look at you, come across the station, and then she'll walk across, don't say nothing to you. Or some older people that do that too. They'll look at you, and then they ain't gonna say nothing to you, but then they'll talk to the other person that's in the same area, but they won't say nothing to you. That's the shit that gets me. Like, okay, I was here first. I was waiting here for a little while to get waited on. You keep avoiding me, but yet when I leave, you come to the same exact spot where I was at before, but you didn't say nothing. It's like you waiting on a black man to leave so you can go back to your station, because you don't want to deal with them, talk with them, whatever, because they already think we ain't gonna buy nothing because we black men and we just in there shopping around looking for chicks and think we gonna holler at them and stuff like that, when that's not even the case. There is men that actually go there to shop. I mean, if you see something nice, yeah, you gonna holler at them, but at the same time, we not all broke. We can't buy the shit in your establishment. So I don't understand why the fuck you have to be the pit bull or the sister soldier or whatever in the workplace. The shit makes no fucking sense to me. But this is what the fuck happens. So I don't understand it. I really don't understand the shit, but this is what happens. So it is what it is, man. But I just don't fucking understand the shit. But black female co-workers, they'll look at black men, they like, oh well, we don't feel like getting weighted by them. We don't feel like dealing with them. We don't feel like, you know, going through that. They're not gonna buy anything. They roll their eyes and, hello, what, you gonna buy this? Why you gonna buy this? You gonna get something else? And then they'll eager you to buy something else. Like, okay, I came in here to buy this. You're not gonna con me into buying something else. This ain't no damn package deal. Then they get mad when you don't buy nothing, but you there to look around and shit. I'm like, okay, why the fuck are you mad because I didn't buy anything? And you pissed off at me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I'm not gonna buy anything don't mean I don't have any money. So y'all black female workers, y'all gotta stop that shit, cause y'all doing way too much. Way too much. It don't matter if a guy has regular clothes or a suit on, dress, casual. They'll act the same way towards you because they look down on black men whenever they come into a store, and I don't get that. Just because I buy a couple of things, I'm not cheap. Don't look at me like I need to buy something else, or I buy this, or you need to just buy something else, or you come to a store, oh, you're not gonna buy anything? You wouldn't hear all that time you ain't gonna buy anything? I'm like, bitch, don't try to tell me what I need to buy. So calm that shit down. So I just needed to make that video, man. But I'm not talking about all, just some of them, just to let y'all know. So calm that shit down. But I'll let y'all in a minute say what y'all gotta say, because I know I'm gonna get some backlash from this. But say what you gotta say. I may make a respond. I may make a part 2 to this video. I may not, but we'll see what happens. Again, to my fellas, if you know what and how it is, chime on it. Females, if you're not like this, don't speak on it. I'm not talking about you. Okay? So say what you gotta say, do what you gotta do, keep working, get your money. Even though you're making a certain amount of money, does not mean that you need to look down on brothers or anybody. Just to let you know, don't look down on anybody. Alright? Just because you got a job don't mean you need to look down on people and stuff like that. It's still a job. You making $10 or whatever an hour, that doesn't mean anything, okay? You made this much an hour don't mean that you need to act a certain way, diss people, do whatever you gotta do to people, because, you know, they still are customers, so, and they are right most of the time. So you have to deal with that. Okay, so be nice. Don't expect, okay? Until then, I'll holler at y'all in a minute, man.